You've got one day, one Genie Plus on life support, and a park bursting with nostalgia, chaos, and pure Disney magic. So which rides actually earn their legendary status? Here are the top 10 Magic Kingdom rides and attractions that make the magic real. Tucked inside Fantasyland's rocky seaside cliffs, Journey to the Little Mermaid is pure Disney charm. You walk past waterfalls, coral arches, and an actual seashell-covered grotto before stepping into a giant clamshell. The ride glides along an underwater track, and suddenly, everything glows a shimmering blue. You pass through coral reefs alive with darting fish and glowing jellyfish. Then comes Ariel's Cavern, filled with treasures, forks, mirrors, and gadgets, each gently rotating under twinkling lights. The Under the Sea room bursts to life with dancing fish, spinning starfish, and animatronic sea creatures. Sebastian's leading the band, and every corner moves to the beat. Toward the end, Ursula looms large in her lair, surrounded by glowing eels and smoky purple lights, before the ride ends in Ariel's happily ever after wedding scene. Peter Pan's flight begins with you boarding a pirate ship suspended from the ceiling, which is cool even before it moves. The floor drops away, and suddenly you're flying over London at night. Tiny glowing windows twinkle below. Big Ben looms tall, and miniature cars move along winding streets. You drift into Neverland next, with glowing lagoons, shimmering waterfalls, and Hook's ship lit in gold against an inky sky. Tinkerbell zips around, leaving a trail of light that fades before your eyes. It's short, it's sweet, and it's old-school Disney magic at its best. Lines can hit more than 60 minutes, so Rope Drop or Genie Plus is your friend here. Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin is pure arcade mayhem with a laser blaster in your hand. You step into Star Command, all neon grids and glowing planets, before boarding a slow-moving space pod with a joystick to spin yourself around. Every wall bursts with targets shaped like Z's, each worth a different score. You fly past enormous alien robots, meteor fields, and swirling galaxies, all bathed in fluorescent light. Zurg towers above the chaos, blasting back while Buzz shouts orders through the speakers. You can spin your pod a full 360 degrees, so half the fun is sabotaging your friend's aim while they're trying to rack up points. Just don't underestimate that one 5-year-old who somehow gets Galactic Hero every time. Jungle Cruise is a true Disney classic. You step into a weathered boathouse filled with vintage cargo, and soon you're gliding down a winding tropical river. Elephants bathe under waterfalls, crocodiles snap from the banks, tribal ruins peek through thick jungle leaves, and your skipper keeps up a non-stop stream of gloriously bad jokes. Each bend of the river introduces a new scene. Gorillas overrunning a camp, explorers chased up a tree by rhinos, hippos bubbling just beneath the surface. It's pure old-fashioned fun. Fantasyland's headline coaster starts with a mine shaft filled with twinkling gems. You board swinging mine carts, and the track dips gently before soaring into daylight. Inside, animatronic dwarves hammer and sing hi-ho while gems sparkle across the cave walls. The projection effects bring their faces to life. Cheerful, expressive, and somehow perfectly synced to the music. Then, with a sudden turn, you're catapulted back outside for sweeping curves over rolling hills. The finale passes by Snow White dancing with the dwarves in her cottage, a sweet calm after the thrill. The coaster's smooth, family-friendly, and over too soon, which might explain the brutal 90-minute average wait. Before we go ahead, if you're enjoying this countdown so far, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps more Disney fans find these videos. Alright, on to number 5. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad deserves its title of being the wildest ride in the wilderness. You rumble through an abandoned mining town full of crumbling red rocks, flickering lanterns, and cacti under a painted sunset sky. The coaster barrels into dark tunnels where dynamite flashes lights up the walls. It bursts outside again into sweeping turns over desert canyons, rattling bridges, and geysers shooting mist into the air. The sound of clattering tracks echoes against the canyon walls, while animatronic donkeys bray and tumbleweeds spin below. No inversions, no loops, just pure kinetic energy and masterful theming. It's fast enough to thrill adults, tame enough for kids. Wait times vary between 45 to 60 minutes, but the ride's a definite must-do. Haunted Mansion is a complete theatrical experience. You start outside a Gothic mansion surrounded by eerie mist and tombstones with witty inscriptions. Inside the stretching room gives you that first shiver, its portraits elongating until the true dark comic fates of the subjects are revealed. Then you board a doom buggy and float through candlelit hallways filled with creaking doors, whispering voices, and ghostly shadows. In the ballroom, transparent spirits waltz beneath chandeliers while a ghostly organ plays. Upstairs, you'll see a bride with a glowing heart standing among portraits of her late husband. And finally, the hitchhiking ghosts, 3 translucent troublemakers who join your buggy, reflected through clear mirror illusions. You can smell this one before you see it, that signature Disney water scent everyone secretly loves. You float through dimly lit caves past skeletons guarding treasure before plunging down a small waterfall into a Caribbean harbor under cannon fire. A full pirate battle unfolds. Ships creak, explosions light up the night sky, and pirates swing from ropes while torches flicker on the walls. Animatronics move with surprising realism. Captain Jack Sparrow pops up throughout, smug grin and all hiding from the chaos. You'll pass burning villages, singing prisoners, and yes, the iconic dog holding the keys in its mouth. It's cinematic, funny, and endlessly rewatchable. Even before boarding, the queue at Space Mountain sets the mood with futuristic tunnels and distant radio chatter from Mission Control. You strap into a sleek rocket and launch into pitch darkness. The only illumination comes from streaks of white lights racing past, like you're threading through hyperspace. The coaster twists, dives, and drops unpredictably. Every turn feels faster because you can't see what's coming. The soundtrack pulses through the speakers, syncing perfectly with every movement. It's not the fastest coaster in the park, but the darkness magnifies every jolt. Minimum height is 44 inches and wait time can hit an hour easily, but it's a must-do for thrill seekers. Frontierland's Tiana's Bayou adventure takes everything you loved about Splash Mountain and spins it into a lively, music-filled Mardi Gras celebration. The story picks up after The Princess and the Frog. Tiana's now running her own food cooperative and needs your help gathering ingredients for a party in the Bayou. You board a log flume and drift past Spanish moss, fireflies, glowing mushrooms, banjo-strumming frogs, and animatronic critters playing jazz instruments carved from gourds and driftwood. The soundtrack carries you through every scene. Brass horns, gospel harmonies, and snippets of Down in New Orleans. Then comes the big drop. The same 50-foot plunge as before, still heart-stopping, still drenching the front row. Tiana's kitchen lights up for the finale, bursting with dancing animals and confetti-style lighting. It's joyful, colorful, and full of heart. A perfect fit for Magic Kingdom. And that brings us to the end of our countdown. Which rides and attractions are on your list? Drop a comment below, and if you want more Disney Park breakdowns like this one, hit that subscribe button now.